Well, I don't know how long it's been since I've done an update on the grieving card company. I kind of gave up on it for a while. I am one of those people that apparently, if I don't see instant gratification, then I think it's a dumb idea and I give up. So I'm trying this new thing where I'm going to radically believe in myself for the sake of radically believing in myself and seeing what happens. Um, I just finished a boot camp on um, growing my email list, and so I have created a video that sort of explains. It's more than the grieving card company. It's my mission, which I'm realizing is unfolding as I'm taking action, because everybody's right when they say clarity comes with action, not thinking about it. And I'm very cerebral. I'm very in my head all the time. So that has not been helpful. And what I'm doing now, though, is even as I've gone off on this other journey of sharing my political conversion story, and that's kind of what my newsletters are about. That is not as universally applicable as the grieving card company. And I've continued to get good feedback on this grieving card company idea, which I've been sharing about. So I am going to continue doing that. But this is the documentation process. I had given up and I thought, well, maybe this isn't really a thing. But then I remembered, no, I got this idea in 2019. I put it aside thinking, oh, it'll just magically happen someday. And then I, continued to consume content and not take action. And I was thinking about that the other day, actually last night, going, if you're just going to sit there and argue with people or tell people why argue with people in your head, on whose videos you're listening to on YouTube, and talk about why you can't take action or talk about how it's different for you, then what you're seeking is validation, not learning and growth. And so you might as well stop wasting your time. And I think I was just getting defensive because I feel very overwhelmed with how to take action that actually moves the needle forward. I feel impotent in that area. I feel clueless. I feel like I have too many other things that I need to be doing, but I don't need to be doing any of them because they're actually quite useless. And they don't move my goals forward at all. And I'm realizing I must be pretty terrified of either failing or succeeding because I'm not giving any of the ideas that I have or any of the desires that I have a really fair try. And so if it doesn't take off right away, then I give up. And that's what I did. And then I keep getting envious of other people and going like, how are these people making all this money? How are these people reaching all these people? How are these people like, there are these people who have exploded very recently. Lewis Howe and Amy Porterfield are on like all the podcasts that I listen to now. And I'm like, how'd they do that? Well, it obviously wasn't instant. They struggled for 10 and 14 years respectively. Not struggled, but they were working in the background 10 and 14 years respectively. And I was like, I don't think I've done, what would that even take? I don't even know how that is, but I do know how that is. I'm a writer and I didn't give up even when no one else cared, even when no one else knew, even when I had no idea if I was going to be successful. I still haven't reached my definition of totally successful yet, but I have gotten much, much farther than I ever thought possible. I didn't say this on this playlist, but my first full-length poetry collection is coming out in May. It's Bowed as If Laden with Snow. It's a real book. This is my art copy from Cornerstone Press. And that's out of the University of Wisconsin. So a little product placement there. But I say that to say that I actually have believed in myself enough to get that done. Those poems have been, the 89 poems that are in there, 81 poems that are in there, were written over the last 12 years. So have I given this business thing a fair shot? I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in this playlist before. Have I given this a fair shot for the sake of giving it a fair shot? Now, do I have the best idea ever? No, but here are two amazing things that I've learned from Amy Porterfield recently. One, start with your starter idea. That's what's been holding me up. It's like, I don't have the perfect idea. I don't have the best thing yet. I don't have the biggest thing yet. It's not perfect. I already have a business idea. I actually already have three. The grieving card company is what we're talking about right now. Got it in 2019. Haven't done anything about it. Don't know anything about it. I hit another roadblock today after I wrote the script for my lead magnet and recorded it just as a test run. It's probably not the final version. I can upload that here as documentation. I got stuck on like, okay, I don't know how to hook this up with the landing page and the technology and the how do we set things up so that people sign up for the emails and all the things like that, which I would say have held me up in the past, but no more. No more. I am trying this experiment where I just radically believe in this idea and more importantly myself to give this idea, not that it's going to take over the world, not that it's going to be the best thing ever, not that it's even going to take off as its own thing, but as an experiment in what does it look like? Who is the person that radically believes in themselves? What do they do? And it's finally starting to click. Entrepreneurship is not about the products you create, the services you offer, the stuff you do. It is about who you become. I've heard that over and over again, and I've poo-pooed it, and I've been like, I don't even know. I'm so stuck in myself, right? All this self-work, all this inner work. I have not actually been doing any of that because I live from the chin up. So it's time to stop that. And I'm actually going to start taking action this time for real. I don't know that I'm going to have regular updates here. I do have, in one of my other playlists, something Mondays with Megan that I'm doing every week, and my newsletter is every other week. I'm pivoting that, and I'm probably going to pivot that series, but I into more about this stuff. But this I committed a while ago to documenting my entrepreneurial journey, and here we are documenting the lull and the giving up and the I don't have the energy. I don't know how to do it. Why does everyone else have better ideas? I don't have anything to offer, which is really unfair to the people who have told me that I have a good idea. That doesn't mean that it's going to market itself. That doesn't mean that I don't need to grow massively to do this thing. But I'm done being just a consumer. Now, I love to learn. I love to read, but I'm probably going to have to stop listening to so many podcasts because I need to be making my own stuff. That's one of the reasons I'm so frustrated. It is not fulfilling. I'm telling this to myself. It is not fulfilling to sit there and I've got like 18 YouTube videos queued up. It's interesting to learn stuff, but these people are out there creating. They're out there making their dreams happen. Now, I have taken big steps recently, but it's not been in the direction of entrepreneurship. Now, why don't I just fully give up on this idea? Well, it's because I don't want to, but I don't want to work as hard as it's requiring me to work. So I'm going to commit to radically believing in myself and actually acting out of that belief. Who do I have to be if I radically believe in myself? And I don't mean that in the self-idolatry way, because I'm a Christian. Ultimately, we believe in Jesus, not even ourselves. But in terms of entrepreneurship, we have to radically believe in ourselves and, in my case, in the God and anybody else who would like that, open to all, the God who supports and not he supports every single one of my harebrained ideas. I'm not saying God is behind this. And this is not like a thus saith the Lord, you must support this. I'm saying that what does it look like to partner with God in radical belief in myself, regardless of whether the grieving car company gets off the ground or not. It's certainly not going to with the way that I've been going. So here we are, giving this a fair shot. Coming out of the month, it's been months. I probably didn't post in this channel playlist since last year, I think. And for no good reason other than it was too hard. I don't know how to market. I don't know what I'm doing. Too busy, blah, blah, blah. All the excuses that I hear on the podcast, you can't make, you make the time. And I'm sitting there completely deluding myself. Oh, I make the time. I make the time. I do not. I continue to prioritize things that are not important to me to get them out of the way. And that's not happening. So radical overhaul. I'm going to probably share an update on what that actually looks like. Because right now what I'm doing is just trying to fit in. I mean, I'm prioritizing my writing for sure. Just finished took a month to do some revisions on draft 4 of my second novel, and continuing to write other stories, poems, all the things. So it's not like I've been doing nothing. But in terms of entrepreneurship, I have lived in imposter syndrome. I have said, I am not good enough. I don't know how to do this. I don't have anything anybody wants. And those stories are going to be put to the side. I can pick them up later if I want. And I'm going to practice believing that I have something to offer. And we're going to see how that goes. Alrighty. So the next video I'm going to post is the first draft of the lead magnet that in the boot camp I just did, was trained to create. And then I'm probably going to post another update on how it went to figure out the lead magnet page, the landing page, as it were, because I am not somebody who has loved technology. So here we go.